Dear friends, welcome all of you for the next lesson from the topic, from the chapter Forms of Business Organization. And today we are going to learn in this lesson formation of a company. Formation of a company. So in the last class we learned about what is joint stock company, what are the different types of joint stock company. So today we are going to learn more about how to create, what are the different steps involved in creation of a company. So just watch all these sections carefully and develop your own concepts. So normally there are four steps involved in the promotion or formation of a company. The promotion stage, incorporation stage, raising capital, then commencement of business. Commencement of business. Promotion, incorporation, raising of capital, commencement of business. So remember the four terms. We are going to learn detail all these terms. So first of all, what is promotion and who is doing all these jobs related to promotion? Normally, lot of institutions are there, individuals are there who are taking these type of jobs for the promotion of company. So the first stage is promotion of the business idea. Just read the para. A company is promoted or formed to run an individual or trading or service enterprises, means institutions. The person who thus bring a company into existence are known as promoters. They are the key point in the starting stage of a company. So promotion is the initial stage where all the work related to the promotion or the formation of a company is held. So remember, he is a person who brings different ideas. He develops important documents. He helps to incorporate or register the company. So all the tasks will be undertaken by the promoters. The promoter may be a person or an institution. So remember, this is the first stage in the formation of a company, promotion. So normally three type of promoters are there. Professional promoters are there, vocational promoters are there, particular promoters are there. Professional promoters, occasional promoters, particular promoters. So professional promoters having more experience, they are continuously doing all these type of promotional activities of companies. So promoters, like professionals, will experience in all levels, from the very beginning to the last incorporation, commencement of business of the stage. Up to that time, they will be very vigilant in doing all these activities. Why? Because they are continuously engaged. And occasional promoters, they will do in between. Sometimes they will do these type of promotional activities, and particular promoters, they will undertake all these activities with a particular aim. Maybe for a single project, they will undertake all these type of promotional activities. So three type of promoters are there: professional promoters, occasional promoters, and particular promoters. Then we have to learn more about what are the different functions of promoters. What are the functions? What are the steps undertaken by promoters? So, from the starting stage, they are helping the business people to discover the business idea. Why? Because a better idea is essential for the successful completion of the formation of a company. The idea must be a useful one which helps to generate more profit to the business people. So, discovering that business idea is a difficult task for the promoter. So, every time with his or her experience will help, they will help the business people who is going to start the company with variety of ideas. So, they will help them for discovering business idea. That is the first function. That is the first process done by the promoter. If we have one idea, no need to worry about that. They will support for all other activities. And next one is detailed investigation. Developing idea is very essential. At the same time, knowing more about that idea is more than that. It is very essential for the starting of the business. So, promoters will conduct a detailed investigation to find out whether the quality of the goods is good or not, whether it will be sold in the market, whether there will be demand for the market, product in the market. And they are assessing about the cost of production, what will be the cost of production for the product, and what is the expected profit in the future, and what is the capital required for running and starting the business, and what will be the market condition for these type of products in the present market, and what type of competition is faced by the business people dealing with these type of products, and availability of raw materials for these type of products, etc. So a lot of details needed. It will be undertaken by the promoters, and after that, they will go through the particular idea, business idea, and they will assemble. The third process or function is assembling. The promoters will assemble all the factors needed for the organization. That is the third stage, assembling. And so remember that three functions. And financing is very essential. Financing is very essential for the successful completion of all promotional activities. During the financing stage, the promoters help the business people to find out the fund means capital from different sources, maybe by issuing shares, debentures, or by collecting loans from financial institution. So financing helping the business people to collect funds is another function of a promoter. So every time the promoters helps to raise necessary amount needed to the business people from different sources. And the last function of a promoter is incorporation. Incorporation means registration. Incorporation means registration. Registration is the last stage in the formation of a company. So incorporation, up to that time, the promoters will help. Incorporation time, they need lot of documents, memorandum of association, articles of association, lot of documents needed to be prepared by the promoters. So remember all these functions put forward by the promoters. So after that, we are going to start the company. So promotion is the first stage in the starting of a company. Next one is incorporation of a company. So promoters will help the business people for the incorporation. Incorporation means registration of a company. So look at this picture. After incorporating, the registrar of companies will give a certificate of incorporation. So every company must be registered to get the legal support. Normally in India, companies are registered as per the Companies Act of 1956 or 2013. 2013 is the amended version of the Companies Act of 1956. Lot of updations are come. So incorporation means registration of a company as a body corporate. Incorporation means registration of a company as a body corporate, and it must be undertaken as per the Companies Act of 1956 or 2013. And the procedures for incorporation include preparation of import documents. We will learn in detail what is memorandum of association, articles of association in the next video. Important documents needed are memorandum of association, articles of association, and a list of board of directors, written consent. They are going to act as a director, written consent from the directors. So these documents are very essential for the incorporation. They are undertaking, they are going to undertake the activities of the company by collecting the shares. Notice of the registered office. Registered office means where the company is situated. Statutory declaration from the advocate of the Supreme Court is very essential for the registration. So maybe the statutory declaration may be collected from Supreme Court or High Court or a chartered accountant or a director or secretary or manager of the company. So these are the documents needed for the incorporation of the company. So they will get a certificate like this, certificate of incorporation, and the company can start its business when they get the certificate of incorporation. After that, they have to get certificate of incorporation. A company can start especially a private company, can start its business after obtaining the certificate of incorporation. So the effect of certificate of incorporation permits only the private company to start its business after obtaining the certificate of incorporation. But the public company, they have to wait for another few times. Why? Because they have to obtain another certificate, that is certificate of commencement of business. Certificate of commencement of business. After obtaining that certificate only, they can start the business. But after getting the certificate of incorporation, the private company can start function. So they can collect extra capital or collect fund from any other resources. After that, they can start the business. But the public company, they have to wait for getting the certificate of commencement of business from the registrar of companies. So remember, private company, they can start its functioning after getting the certificate of incorporation. So they can collect capital. After collecting capital, they can start function. So a lot of formalities are there for collecting capital. Just go through the points. So we can make an agreement with the underwriter. Underwriter is a person who is helping the business people to sell their shares in the market. So we can make an agreement with the underwriters for raising funds. We can apply to the stock exchange for listing of shares in the stock market, and we can appoint bankers and auditors for the smooth functioning of the capital formation. Then we can invite the public for the subscription of share capital. Then we can allot the shares for the applicant who have applied for the shares. Then also we can we have to fill on document a statement called the return of allotment with the registrar. So these are the different stages involved in the raising of capital. We will learn the next area. So remember, after getting the certificate of incorporation, private company can start business by raising capital. So remember how they can raise the capital by making an agreement with the underwriters, applying their company's name in the stock exchange. Lot of procedures are there. So through different sources, they can bring their own fund also. By raising funds or capital, they can start the business. And yet another procedure for the public company, they have to bring one more certificate for starting their business. Public company, they have to obtain certificate of commencement of the business. Certificate of commencement of business for the full function. So they have to submit two more documents. So for this, they have to submit a declaration that 90% of the issued amount has been subscribed. So in order to raise funds, the public company will invite the public to subscribe their company's shares. So there, at the time of before getting the certificate of commencement of business, they have to submit a declaration that 90% of the issued shares were subscribed by the public. So that is a declaration made by the directors. Also, a declaration that all directors have paid in cash in respect of allotment of shares made to them. So here, directors have to make a declaration that they have paid full amount of shares collected by them to the company. And again, a statutory declaration that the above requirements have been completed and must be signed by the director of the company. All the directors must sign in the statutory declaration that the above said two requirements are fulfilled by the company. Then only the registrar will help for starting the business by giving the certificate of commencement of business. Just look at a format of certificate of commencement of business. So a public company, they have to wait for more to obtain this certificate for starting their business. So these are the formalities involved in the formation of a company. Different steps are promotion, then incorporation, capital raising, raising of capital, and the last one, certificate of commencement, obtaining the certificate of commencement. Commencement of business is the last stage in the formation of a company. So thank you for watching the video. Go through the video again and again and develop your concept more and more. So and in the next video lesson, we are going to watch what are the important documents to be prepared by the company for its registration in detail. So thank you.